everybody? We're back for some more Shohei drama, some more Shohei rumors, all that good stuff. Peter, it's gonna be a wild day. We're gonna do taking Collins as well, and I don't know. The rumors keep getting more and more intense. We had some crazy reports today saying that Shohei will be making his decision most likely this weekend, as reported yesterday. But I don't know, Peter. What are your thoughts on everything right now? Shout out to everyone in the chat. We're excited to do this again. We promise you guys the stream won't be as long as yesterday's, but I'm excited for it nonetheless.
Yeah, I'm excited too. Welcome back to Shohei Watch. I guess we can call this stream Shohei Watch over here because we're waiting. We're waiting for something to happen. The Jays are in the market to do something big, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait for the news to finally drop wherever he goes. I think it's going to be a lot of fun just for Major League Baseball as a whole, just to see how much money he truly gets and how much he's going to command on the open market. So going to be a ton of fun to watch that. Thanks to each and every one of you who are joining right now. And before we get into the stream here, we want to let you know that it is sponsored by Rentals.ca. So shout out to them as well. And shout out to Mo for his generosity from yesterday. Can't thank him enough. Nick and I are going to buy him something real nice for Christmas. I can guarantee you that, because he's been a huge supporter of this channel, as all of you have been. So shout out to Mo. Shout out to each and every one of you. And I can't wait for another electric stream. Let's get it going.
Should be fun. What's up, Shane, Kawasaki, Aaron, Mauricio? Congratulations on making it to 10K. Thank you. Yeah, we got a lot of support in our video today on 10,000 subscribers. And a lot of congratulations. So we appreciate each one of those. And Peter, before we get into the Collins, a lot of a report just dropped from Shai Davidi, and it basically gave some insight on the Shohei Ohtani sweepstakes, and I'll read it here now in a second. But it's kind of always the same old right now. The Jays are confirmed, according to Shai Davidi as well, to be the final 2 or 3 teams. He admits and he agrees that the decision should be made this weekend, or at least close. Had a Nick scratch his forehead. This is from I don't know, but I'm noticing the same thing. Steve, and it's bothering me. But apparently, Jays to Shohei is real. It's just, again, the favorites are the Dodgers, because that's what it seems like. But who knows? What's up, Limousine Saga Will? Peter, are you feeling more and more confident the more time that goes by, or are you feeling more and more skeptical? Thank you, Will.
I'm feeling nervous, but I guess that's a good thing. You know, you play for the right to be nervous. You're a big market team, and you give your fans the opportunity to be nervous because you're a big time spender and you have the ability to go out and poach any free agent that you want. You know, put the logistical factors aside. I think Toronto is a great place to be for any athlete. You get treated like a king over there. It's just a great place to be. The diversity, the way that the city operates, and you know, no one really knows what Toronto is like until they actually go and experience it for themselves. So I think they have a great opportunity here to do something big. And as more time rolls along, I'm getting more and more nervous, but I'm more optimistic, you could say, than I was 2 weeks ago. I didn't think the Jays had a legitimate chance, and now they're finalists. I don't know if it's going to happen or not. We can't be sure, but look, this is what we wait for. We wait for moments like these. And I think the Blue Jays have as good a chance as anybody to land Ohtani. And if by spring training, if by opening day, he's a Blue Jay, I don't know. I guess this is all going to be worth it. The playoff collapses and all that garbage that we had to go through with the front office, it's going to make it all worth it if Shohei is lining up as the opening day DH for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, and Atkins' job is kind of on the line here to a degree. At least this season, if they don't win a playoff game this season, stuff is going to be in shambles. And a quick odds check here. Jays are plus 300, Dodgers are minus 150 to minus 140, depending where you're looking. So some books have them at plus 250, the Toronto Blue Jays. So if you're in the odds game and you use that, because that's really the best actual gauge regarding Ohtani right now, because nothing else is getting leaked. No one knows exactly where Ohtani's going to go. His camp is about as tight-lipped as it's happening. Thank you, Cameron. Says congrats guys on the 10K. Can someone catch me up on what's happening? Just the Ohtani watch. That's what we're doing right now. Until he signs, we'll try to go live as much as possible. But also, you can see the number pinned at the top of the chat. If you do want to call in, you text. Do not call. You text Peter your name and your number, and we will call you if you're able to get in. So don't call that number on the top of the screen, but we can get those going in a couple minutes. But yeah, I don't know. I just want it to happen one way or another. We're gonna have people calling in for questions, and we did this yesterday. It was really good. We need to have a Jays Digest day at a Jays game this year. That is the goal. We tried to have one last year to a degree, but we both don't live in Toronto, so it's a bit harder.
Yeah, and this is so much fun, Nick. This is so much fun. Shout out to over the 100 people that are in here right now. I mean, just
Shout out.
you guys are locked in. You guys are locked into this Shohei watch as we are. I have a feeling that something's going to happen soon. I said yesterday that he was going to sign on live stream.
I think
Didn't
by
happen.
Monday.
I'm not going to make that same claim today because then I'm just going to look like a fool if it doesn't happen, and it probably won't happen. But hey, it's going to happen sooner rather than later. He's going to play somewhere on opening day, so we're going to have to break that news to you, whether he's a Blue Jay, whether he's a Dodger, whether he's playing for another team. But the Jays are right there. The Jays are right there. The betting odds show that it's a two-team race right now. There's no other team that has lower odds than like plus 900 or plus 800, if I'm not mistaken. So the Jays and Dodgers.
Yeah.
It comes down to those two teams, and if he signs somewhere else, I think it'll be a surprise for everyone. But yeah, right now it's looking like the Blue Jays have a legitimate chance. It's exciting.
They're the second most likely. I'd probably give it a 20% chance. That would be my guess. 20 to 25% chance of the Jays land Ohtani, 50 Dodgers, and the field the rest. We have to get a Jays. Yeah, we will. Evan, thank you all for the 10,000 subscriber well wishes. You guys have been supporting a lot in the comments of the video as well, so we appreciate that. Do you take international call-ins? I do believe so.
Yeah, we do.
So yeah, I do. Yeah. You do. There you go.
Just have to text me your number.
Text the number.
Text me your number.
Yeah. What's up, Dylan? Yeah, it's been electric. You guys' support's been crazy. Yesterday was the best streaming we've ever done, and I'm just ready for the Jays to get Ohtani to really wrap this thing up. And I'd fly in from PEI for a Jays Digest day. We'll have to make that happen. We'll have to make that happen. But yeah, I think about 20 to 25%. Peter, do you have any texts yet, or do you want me to keep going?
I do. But let's just keep the discussion going for
a few more minutes
here before let some more people file in as we did yesterday. So we'll go for another about 5-ish minutes here, and then we'll start taking some callers. But yeah, leave your name and your number, and I'll be sure to get to you guys as soon as possible.
What we can do now for a couple minutes here, I still have the screenshots from today's video, so we can go over a couple of some of the articles and stuff going on. So this dropped today, in case any of you guys missed it. Red Sox, Rangers, Mets have dropped out of the Ohtani sweepstakes supposedly, and it's really down to the Dodgers, Cubs, and Blue Jays. So if you guys missed that, check out our video earlier today for the full in-depth stuff on that. But Peter, Nick, I'm no Mo, but congrats on the 10K. What's up, Nick? Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for the $10. Peter, their support has been unbelievable. Thank you so much, Nick. Hopefully this is all bringing good energy into the Ohtani sweepstakes, and I will get the donation for the next stream we do. I will get the donation thing on the go, the screen. But thank you so much, Nick, for the $10. We really appreciate it, and hopefully we can get this going towards Ohtani. Because Peter, Dodgers, Cubs, Blue Jays, the Dodgers are scary. I'm ready to be hurt, but being in the race, yeah, Rashid, I was about to say the same thing. Being in the race this late in the sweepstakes, shocking to me, absolutely shocking. If you asked me 3 months ago, I wouldn't have thought we were even remotely close. But either way, I'm happy, and it leads to some good things coming from the rest of this offseason, even if it's I'm just hoping it doesn't end up being, I don't know, Isaiah Kiner Falefa.
Yeah, I appreciate the donation, Nick. Every donation means a lot to us, guys. I mean, it doesn't have to be those nukes that Mo is dropping every stream, but we really appreciate each and every one of your guys' support. Everything helps, so thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. But man, it's
wild.
It's crazy.
You think he's getting 7 years? I don't think so. I think it's at least a 10-year deal.
No, I think 10
$600 million plus is what we're looking at. You can see that right here. I still have the screenshot. One source said he believes that Ohtani will receive a contract of at least $550 million, with another said bidding could reach $600 million. And the Dodgers are not shy spenders. Not shy spenders at all. Now, Peter?
No.
I think we can do a quick rentals.ca thing now if you want to take that over.
Yeah, I just want to say I really agree with Rachid's point here, because he's right. The fact that the Jays are in it this late and that they're amongst the big-time spenders around Major League Baseball, it's encouraging. So even if the Jays don't get Ohtani, that means that they're in the market to do something big because they acknowledge the deficiencies that this team has. And I said in the video earlier today, if they can't get Ohtani and they switch their focus to Juan Soto, it's not a bad backup plan. It's not a bad plan B to have. He's one of the elite hitters in the game. He's probably a top 5 hitter in today's game, and probably the second best left-handed hitter in today's game behind Shohei Ohtani. So that's a great option to have if you're the Blue Jays. They have the facilities to make that happen, and they're going to be in the market to do something big, whether that's Ohtani or something else. But yes, before we get into the callers, I want to let you guys know that today's video is sponsored by Rentals.ca. If you didn't know, Rentals.ca is Canada's largest apartment hunting network. I've used it personally. Nick has also used it personally.
Yep.
And they've helped us out a ton in our pursuit. I've listed this apartment that I'm in right now on Rentals.ca. No luck yet, but the app itself is super clean, super easy to use. They're available coast to coast, whether it's Calgary, Vancouver, Edmonton,
Everywhere.
Ottawa, Winnipeg, Montreal, anywhere in the country, you can use Rentals.ca. And the Jays are trying to make a move here, whether it's Ohtani, whether it's someone else. They're trying to make something happen. They're looking to make a big move. And if you're looking to make a big move in your life, you could use Rentals.ca, and they'll help you out with that move. They'll make it a seamless transition for you. And hopefully the Jays can make this new move or this new addition that they get also a seamless transition.
Yeah, quick shout out to Jared for the base hit. Thank you for becoming a member, Jared. You now get access to a bunch of emotes, so shout out to you. And yeah, Rentals.ca has helped us out a ton. My brother used it to find his apartment when he moved to Quebec. So check it out. It'll be in the description at some point, and if not, just go to Rentals.ca, and helps us out a ton. Thank you to them, and we'll mention them throughout the stream. But now it's time to get into the call-ins. Thanks again, Jared, for becoming a member. You guys get access to emotes, and there's different tiers. But thank you guys again for your continued support. And Peter, I think we're ready to get into some call-ins. And let me know in the chat if any crazy news goes down. But Peter, I don't know. This is getting wild right now. It's getting a little bit nerve-wracking.
All right, so I'm gonna start. Here with a new caller, Shane. I'm gonna get to you after this caller here, but we haven't had Leanna from Hamilton call in, so I'm gonna give her a shot here. So be on standby, Leanna. I'm gonna give you a call right now. Thank you for reaching out. I appreciate it, and don't be shy if you're new. If you haven't called in yet,
no swearing.
Don't
it's the only
be
rule.
shy to leave your name and number. I mean, this is it's great. It's great to have as many voices as we can. But yeah, Leanna, be on standby here. I'm gonna give you a call.
And bear with the getting Peter's screen until we get this going, because it takes me a couple seconds for the first time. Does it look like the Dodgers not signing him?
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, Leanna, how you doing?
Hello?
Hello.
Yes?
How you doing?
Hi.
Oh, this is you guys. Oh my gosh, I just was watching your video and I wasn't called right away.
You're in.
Yeah. No.
Well, you guys.
We want to get to the new. We want to get to the newbies.
That's cool. Well, before I ask the question, you guys are doing a great job, and every day I look forward to a new video.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Especially to see what Jays news they have.
Yeah, there's a lot right now.
Yeah. Well, as long as they don't get rid of Guerrero, I'll be happy.
You and me both. I don't want them to get rid of Vladdy. Yeah.
No, and I really do think that they should give Alex at least another season, to a second chance.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, well, my question is, if they don't get Ohtani, who do you think they more likely would get, Soto or Bellinger?
Ooh, that is a good question. And I will answer that because I just read an article from Shai Davidi about it. I think my answer would be Cody Bellinger. The thing is, if the Blue Jays, if his price is over $200 million, it's reporting that the Blue Jays do not want to go for that at $200 million. But I don't know. I'm gonna go with Bellinger. My answer is Bellinger. Peter, what's your answer there?
I'm also gonna go with Bellinger. I think it's easier to get him because he's a free agent as well, and the Blue Jays were in on him last offseason before he ultimately chose the Cubs for whatever reason. So I think the Jays have the opportunity to offer him playing time every day in center field or even left field for that matter, and it's an attractive situation for him to come hit in the middle of this lineup here. So I think Bellinger, although I still think they're going to make a pretty good run at Juan Soto. But that's a great question. Obviously, we're all hoping that it's Ohtani, Leanna. We're hoping that it's him. But if it isn't, there's a lot of great options on the market to fall back on. And I don't think we'll be disappointed if Cody Bellinger is a Blue Jay by opening day. I don't know about you.
Oh, I think
Did we lose her?
we may have lost her, but phenomenal question.
No, I'm here. I'm here.
You're good.
All right. Well, just for your guys' safety, because I don't know if the number pops up or not.
All
you
right,
guys
sorry.
can-
I'll hang up.
Perfect. Thank you for the call, and thank you for the
so
support.
much. Thank you.
Keep up the great job and have a great weekend.
Thank
and
you.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
You too. Merry Christmas to you.
It's a great question.
Bye.
Quick shout out. Peter, Blue Jays Today popped in saying he's coming, boys. I'm way too emotionally invested for this not to happen. I agree. Shout out to you guys. We should get a collab going again soon. Check out you. I'm sure most of you are familiar with Blue Jays Today, but if you want to check them out, they do great stuff over there. And thank you for popping in. I think you guys are going live shortly in about an hour or so. But shout out to you guys, and we'll be in touch.
Shout out to Blue Jays Today. They just hit 20,000 subscribers, so they hit a huge milestone just yesterday as well, if I'm not mistaken. So shout out to them. They do some great work over there. Nick collab.
They're still at 19.3, but they're close. They're close.
Oh, okay. Oh, they're close. They're close. They're almost there. It's inevitable. It's going to happen for them. They make some great content. Can't wait to collab with them again. Nick got that opportunity, but I wasn't able to be there. So. Look, Shane here is a man of the people, Nick. You know why?
Let's get Shane back
said, if you want to get the new people on, go to them first. I
Cool.
will wait till the end. I love that. Because I had 3 new people text me today. So I had Leanna text me. I had Joshua text me, who we're going to get to now. I appreciate you, Shane. You're letting everyone else get a shot here. So, Joshua, be on standby.
Everyone in here quickly.
Right now.
Reminder to hit the like button. We're only at 8. Let's get to 25. Let's get to 25 likes. We have over 150 of you guys in here. Shout out to everyone in here. Ohtani or bust. Party tonight. Canada-Japan relation much better. Yeah, there's a lot of intangible stuff regarding Shohei. So, I don't know. Feel free to call in as well. Make sure to hit the like button. Subscribe as well. Road to 11,000. You guys and them is all I watch. We all love the Jays. I don't think they re-sign Ryu. Nope.
What's up, Joshua? How you doing?
Hey guys, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are. What a topic, what a channel. I'm reaching you from Newfoundland and Labrador, home of the icebergs and polar bears. Make sure you bring your flashlight out at night. How's it going tonight, guys?
That's where I live as well. So I'm well aware with that. How you doing?
Pretty good, guys. Listen, you guys are very informative to us fans there as well. So I'm going to be brief and to the point. Shane, thanks a lot for this opportunity, and guys who are standing by. I think us as Jays fans, it goes without saying, the frustration. I don't want to echo this all the time, but last year, we could talk about other examples there as well, a complete debacle of this team, almost embarrassing as well. And no one really wants to take the gauntlet and take responsibility. I believe the Toronto Blue Jays have a moral obligation to the fan base to bring excitement back to Canada. This is Canada's team. We owe it to the fans. We owe it to the team. We owe it to the nation to inspire, to get together and rally. And what else would it be to have a gift like Ohtani in our roster day in, day out? That would lift up the city. That would bring the fans back in the seats there as well and motivate this team to greatness, because we are sick and tired of falling short. We got Bichette, we got Vlad, we got generational players here, and we are going to drop it. We're going to lose this opportunity with this great talent if we don't do it now. The window is closing. Bring Ohtani to Canada, and let's make the playoffs and win that World Series. Let's go. Let's go. I'm off, guys. We'll see you next time, and take care.
Thank you, Joshua. Where's the nearest brick wall?
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. You got me fired up here.
Are you kidding me, man?
The Jays need to hire you. The Jays need to hire you. Someone said Ben Wagner's replacement. Quick shout out to Ben Wagner. Unfortunate. Rogers did him dirty. Rogers did him very dirty. But what a guy. He got me fired up. We'll have to get him on if the Jays get Ohtani. You got to get on the radio if you're not already. Shout out to the Newfies out there. I see a few of you in the chat, which is a little bit surprising, but mate, Peter, the Newfies got the energy today. They have the energy on this cold day.
He's absolutely right.
Get him in the room with Ohtani. Get him in the room with Ohtani. That has me.
That makes me want to sign with the. Well, obviously, I would sign with the Blues. I don't know if they would be okay with that. But that if I was a star free agent, I'm not. But if I was, and I heard that pitch, I'd be on the first flight out to Toronto.
Fired up.
I mean, fired up. Fired up. Let's go, Joshua.
I got a basketball game, and I need to just I need to clip that, put it in my ears before every time I play a game, and
That's
just
awesome.
get me. We need to. I'm gonna clip that after the stream and just get that somewhere.
Dude, he's right, man. He's right. This team owes it to the
They
fan
do.
base. We've stuck by them. We have invested so much money into this team. I went to like 10 games last year. I don't even live in Toronto. I made trips to go watch this team just for them to flame out in the playoffs. I was promised greatness. We were all promised greatness out of these guys, and they didn't deliver, Nick. It's that simple. They did not deliver when it mattered most. They should have been playing in the ALDS. They should have been playing against those big time teams later on in the playoffs. But they crapped the bed. It's that simple. They crapped the bed and they didn't deliver when they had to. So yes, they need to make something huge happen in this offseason, and they got to turn the tides. They got to turn the tides back in their direction.
Shout out!
I was not satisfied.
Shout out to everyone who liked the stream. We're now up to 70. We were at 8 when I asked. Shout out to every single person in here. Shout out to Joshua, I believe his name was, for firing up the whole chat. Strong radio voice. Man. Everyone loves him. Joshua, hopefully you'll be tuning in for future call-ins for a coming to pump us all up. It's short, to the point. He called in. He said his piece. He called right off, and he's locked in. I mean, I agree. They need to do something because I don't know. It keeps getting brought up. I mean, Jays fans were upset. They currently are upset. Attendance was still pretty solid, but I don't know how much more often would you guys visit Toronto. This is that for Peter specifically. If the Jays land Ohtani, Peter, the question was directed at you. I'm assuming more.
I mean, yeah. I would be there on opening day. I was there on opening day this year anyways. I mean, I wanted to go see that. I want to see the renovations and everything. But yeah, I'd go to as many games as humanly possible. If I will get off of work.
If we get Ohtani, weekend, I'll make the best effort to go to opening day as well. And I will
try to fund a portion of the contract myself if I could. That's how much I want.
Wow, that was that got me fired up. Everyone leave a like for Joshua. That was Josh, if you're still in here, that was awesome. Electric stuff. Electric stuff. I'm going to have to clip that and throw it up somewhere for all Jays fans to get fired up.
We got Nils or Niles from Germany.
Love it.
It's not going to cost us anything because we're using Google Meet. So he was wondering if it's going to cost anything to call him because it's a long distance. It won't cost anything, Niles or Nils. Let us know how you pronounce your name as well. But yeah, I'm going to give you a call right now. This is a long number. This is a real long number.
Okay. I have a report that I need to show these guys. But we'll nothing working. Crazy. We'll let the call go first, build up some hype. We got some good news.
Oh, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Yeah,
I can't do it
because it's a different country. Well, Miles, if you're in here, we'll figure something out for the next one.
Sorry about that, man.
Leave your question in the chat, Nas, and we'll answer it that way. Leave your question in the chat and we'll answer it that way. We apologize for that. Peter, I have something to show you here, and it's nothing crazy. It's something. Okay? So this is from The Athletic. It is from a reporter, Gonzalez. Don't know his first name. Everyone listen closely, Peter. You're going to want to hear this as well.
I'm listening.
Here it is. So this, I don't know. I've heard of Gonzalez's name before, but in the little tweet I have, it doesn't show the exact full name. So here's what they say. This is breaking news, I think. Or 20 minutes ago. Ohtani's signing during the winter meetings would definitely be the preference, and at this point, that would be his guess. Many have long speculated that Ohtani's free agency will play out relatively quickly, and I don't expect him to wait until Yamamoto comes off the board. Here it comes. By next week, he might have a pretty good grasp of what he wants, and at times, the winter meetings have a tendency of spurring action. At this point, I'd pick the Toronto Blue Jays to sign him. That was it. But I would not rule out the Dodgers. This is a reporter. I'm trying to find the exact. Alden Gonzalez from ESPN.
Ooh. I'm no expert, Nick, but I think it's a pretty big network.
33,000 followers. He's a baseball reporter.
He has the Jays that we're talking about there.
Reliable reporter. He has the Jays getting him. So let's just be real, guys. Any bit of hype, inject it into my vein. We might see a video on this tomorrow. Peter, we might have to throw that in tomorrow's video. That's electric stuff. He has the Jays getting him. They have the Jays getting him. Ken Rosenthal with breaking report. The Blue Jays are among teams talking to the Padres about Juan Soto. Talks with the Yankees are currently far apart. It's another 1 minute ago. Okay.
Again, I'm no expert, but that seems like good news, Nick. That seems like good news.
A bit more
Should we go to the
information.
next caller?
1 second, just real quickly. A bit more information on that exact report. Every other ESPN, so I had 2 or 3 other people, picked the Dodgers. Okay? But Gonzalez picked the Jays, and he is based in LA and covers the LA areas, so his word would be worth more, according to some of the guys in there. So take it with a grain of salt. A guy tuned into LA, probably has sources within LA, picked the Jays to land Ohtani. I just need one. He's interlocked with the Angels. Take that with a grain of salt. I will read it again after this call. Basically, he says the decision will be soon, and he has the Blue Jays picked. Peter, that gets me fired up.
He could also just hate the Dodgers.
No, let's just take this. Let's just take it as is. Let's just take it as is.
All right.
It's the first time.
I'll take it. You're right. Let's go to Noah in Windsor.
Let's do it, Noah. Electric stuff.
Unreal.
Noah.
Hello.
How you doing, Noah?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. You guys, I love the videos, the streams, everything. I love it for Jay's news and stuff. But like Nick just said with like the Ohtani report and whatever, I really would be. I don't want to say I'm biased or anything, but I think the Jays of just like the excitement and everything about like it's just trickled in, and I'm feeling quite hopeful about Ohtani myself.
I agree. I'm the same way. Unrealistically hopeful.
Yeah, and now we're in trade talks with Juan Soto too, and it's like got to the point where imagine a world where you have Ohtani and Soto in the same lineup. It's just what do you have to give up to land that 1 year rental? Because I don't think there's a world where after that 1 year re-sign Soto, especially with us having to pay Bo and Vladdy coming up too. But who knows about that? But I'm feeling quite optimistic about Ohtani, and it's like every day I go up and talk to my stepdad. I'm like, Jays are like top 3 for Ohtani here. I wouldn't be surprised if something happens the next couple of days with winter meetings coming up. But like, it's a crazy time to be a Jays fan, man. Exciting, frustrating. Like especially this year with playoffs, the Texas Rangers, in my opinion, set us up to make it all the way, and unfortunately, we couldn't get past Minnesota. They took out both the AL East teams that I was most worried about as well. But it's an exciting time to be a Jays fan for sure.
I think the Blue Jays are going to try their best to capitalize on this next year. And we keep talking about this 2-year window, Noah, right? We keep saying Bo and Vladdy are gone in 2 years. If they manage to swing Ohtani by some stretch of the imagination, there's probably going to be an opt-out after 2 years as well. So we're looking at that, and these next 2 years are it for the Toronto Blue Jays. This is their window. Now they can be competitive beyond that by re-signing some of their guys and adding to the core, but for the most part, they're going to try to win in these next 2 years, and I think they're going to go for broke. I think they're going to try their best to make this the best possible roster, and they're going to be one of the favorites next year. I can guarantee you that.
Yeah, I honestly don't see it any other way than you do. Especially since 2019, and we had Bo, Vladdy, and like even Cavan, I was excited about. I was like, man, these guys, crazy names. Like all of their obviously family, they've done it before in the league. I'm like, this is crazy. And from like a standpoint for Ohtani too, just the city of Toronto, there's no other. I don't think there's a better city for him to really come to. We would in all of Canada. You're playing for a whole country, and multiple athletes in the past that have come to Canada have felt that. Like, I just think it's the best city for him to come to in the whole league. And why wouldn't you want to spend 2 years of your career with Vladimir Guerrero and Bo Bichette and the pitching staff that the Jays have built up? And I just think it couldn't make any more sense.
I agree, Noah. I agree. I'm right there with you. I'm just hoping. All we can do is hope and speculate. But, you know, at the start, it was kind of just speculation for fun, and now it's turning into a real possibility. Second most likely team to get him. And I think the Dodgers ultimately probably get him, but I'm allowed to have hope for a bit.
Yeah, man, for sure. Anyways, thank you guys for having me on, and keep up the good work, and have a great day, bro.
Thanks, Noah. Take it easy.
Thanks, Noah. You too.
Take
care.
Oh, Peter.
All right, so Nils got a new number, so we'll try that next. But Noah was bang on, I think, Nick.
Yeah,
I mean, he made
there's
some great points there.
some stuff is Twitter's going crazy right now. I'm just trying to keep everyone up to date here. So Heyman also dropped an article. So Peter, just for your knowledge and everyone in here, it seems the Yankees and Soto are really far apart, and talks have stalled between them, and the Jays just stepped in and are a very, very strong suitor to land the star, according to Ken Rosenthal. So that's a bit of a bomb. Obviously, it's not Ohtani stuff, but they're a strong suitor. At least they're making offers, it seems. They're going for him. And we have a lot of people saying Soto and Ohtani. This is wild, Peter. I don't know. This is setting up for monumental heartbreak if we don't get either of them. Now, do you think this is they're calling about Soto in case they don't get Ohtani? Or are they saying, Ohtani, we're going to get you and get Juan Soto because we're going to win the World Series?
Look, I think when it comes to just pure hitting, and that's what the Blue Jays need right now, they're very comparable players. So let's not be disappointed here that the Blue Jays might be shifting their focus to Juan Soto. They could be going for both, but like I said, it's not even a backup plan. I think he's a very similar hitter to Shohei Ohtani, and we got to keep in mind that Ohtani can't pitch next year and maybe even the year after that. So look, if the Blue Jays think they can get Juan Soto and they're more confident in their ability to do that, we shouldn't be disappointed. But I still think they're in heavy pursuit.
I mean, realistically, they're having both conversations at the same time. They're having both conversations at the same time.
Too.
They're most likely what's happening right now, Peter, and I think based on reports we can speculate this, they're waiting for the meetings over the next 2 to 3 days to actually meet with Ohtani, and then from there you do what you want. But in the meantime, I don't think an Ohtani acquisition stops them from getting Soto, and I don't think either way it doesn't change anything. It might benefit them if they get Soto first somehow to pursue Ohtani. Wouldn't that be a crazy? They get Soto today or tomorrow before they meet with Ohtani and say, here, we're going all in. That would be another interesting, a Clippers type scenario with Kawhi way back where they got Paul George to get Kawhi. That would be an interesting thing. But ultimately, thanks Noah for tuning in and for calling in. But this is wild. I love when reports drop when we're streaming. It's always fun stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Yeah, reporters are speculating now if they don't get Ohtani, they offer a ton for Soto. Like, I don't know. I mean, they're gonna. This is wild, Peter. The fact. Can we just take a second? We're involved. We're finalists in theory. We're finalists for Ohtani for sure. We're involved with Soto and Ohtani right now in this before free agency has happened. I agree, but I'm just saying. There's a limited number of teams here. Like, what about every other team in the MLB who's not doing anything right now because they can't? Most teams can't go for Ohtani. Like, we're in a spot where I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to be here. If you're happy to be here in the chat, hit the like button and hit subscribe. We're on the road to 11,000. But I don't know, Peter. This is electric stuff.
The best selling point for the Toronto Blue Jays is that adding either one of those guys makes them a championship contender. That's the missing piece.
In theory.
A dominant left-handed bat. That is the missing piece. I mean, let's look at this roster up and down, Nick. And we're usually objective. We don't pump the tires of this Toronto Blue Jays team. We're critical of them, but they have an unbelievable pitching staff. They've shown that over the course of last season. Their pitching staff, phenomenal. One of the top 5 starting rotations in baseball. I think we can both agree on that, okay? Let's look at the bullpen. Probably the best in baseball last year. It was shut down. They might be losing Jordan Hicks.
Still top 3? Still
top 5, okay?
Sure.
Top 5. So you have a top 5 bullpen, a top 5 starting rotation. You have Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who finished second in MVP voting as a 22-year-old 2 years ago. That's a check in my book. I think he's due for a bounce-back season. And in his worst year, he still was an above-average hitter. He was still a productive hitter. You wish you got more out of him, but he was still good. Then you have Bo Bichette, shortstop who's consistently hitting over 290, who's one of the better hitters, not only at his position, but in all of baseball. So you have those two foundational pieces. You have a former World Series MVP in George Springer, who's also due to bounce back. I mean, all the pieces are in place right now. All you got to do is drop a megastar in there, and I think they're World Series favorites.
And then the year after, if he pitches, let's not even talk about that. But if he pitches, then another thing to note as well, and this is all we're just gassing it up here. If you're Ohtani, pressure about starting pitching. The Dodgers starting pitchers, we mentioned this before. Pretty. It's up in the air right now. The Jays have the best rotation, one of the best rotations in baseball. So, and they have depth. I don't know, Peter. Honestly, I keep looking at this quote of him picking the Jays to sign him, and I'm just getting more and more fired up, blowing up on Twitter for what it's worth. And yeah, he was a beat writer for he was an analyst for the Angels. He was a beat writer for Angels, and he spent years with the Dodgers before that. So he was worked with both of them. So.
And there's another big concern here that I'm seeing in the chat, Nick, that Ohtani has had 2 Tommy John surgeries. He's had 1. Okay, so pitchers usually come back even stronger after 1 Tommy John surgery. I think he's going to pitch again. How long he can be a starter for, that's the big question that we're all going to have to wait and see. But would you mind having Ohtani as your everyday DH, and then he comes and he closes the 9th inning for you, Nick? I don't think that's a problem.
No, I'll definitely take it. I'll definitely take it.
Who knows about his starting pitching career? It might be in jeopardy if he has to go through another surgery, but after just 1, typically you're fine. So I wouldn't.
This is his second. That. This is his second. Second.
But he had a UCL before.
I don't know. Articles are saying it's a second Tommy John. But I don't know. Regardless, I don't think it makes that much of a difference anyway. But I don't remember about the first one. Regardless, give me Ohtani. Don't care about the injuries at all. Don't care. Feed it to me. You can double check that. I don't know for sure, to be honest with you. Someone in chat wants to let us know for sure.
Was it a second Tommy John?
Yes. Yep. Athletic.
It was. Oh, okay.
So I don't. But either way, good call, SC. Shout out to you for that. But I mean, give me Shohei Ohtani.
He could come back.
Do we have a caller?
Back from that.
Do we have a caller coming in?
Yeah.
Shout out to everyone in here. We're at over 100 likes. Hit the subscribe button if you aren't. We make videos every single day. It was an internal. Who knows what it was? It was a different injury. Is the point? Yeah. Let's get another caller in.
Let's go to Niles. Let's try this again. He has a call now.
Okay. Second Tommy John. Oh well. It's Ohtani, guys. It's Ohtani.
Still one of the best hitters in the game.
I didn't know he had a second one either. I guess this would be a second one. Again, shout out everyone in here. We love doing these. Let us know in the chat with yes or no's if you want to see us stream. Maybe once a week. What's up, Gary? Oh, I think it worked.
Oh. Hey, Niles?
It's ringing.
Oh. Okay.
Hello?
Niles.
Hi. Is it Niles? Nils? How do you pronounce your name?
Yeah, it's German. It's Niels.
Okay.
Niels.
I was thinking of going by Nick because it's just easier to pronounce, but yeah, I haven't given up on my name yet. So.
How you doing?
All good, man. All good.
Good. How about you?
Electric stuff today. Electric stuff. What are your thoughts on Ohtani? You got any questions for us?
Dude, I'm just, as you were saying, I'm ready to get hurt, man. If this doesn't happen, I don't know what to do for the next 2 months in the off season.
Yeah, I kind of wish that this is kind of making the offseason exciting, and once he signs, Peter, unless it's to the Blue Jays, I feel like it will make it a little bit less and make the time go a lot longer, because we are a good bit away from opening day, but I'm right there with you. I'm ready for pain, but I'm excited. I'm excited either way. I think Ross is going to do something.
Yeah,
hopefully,
I think so too. I'm envisioning something big.
I dream about it.
If it's going to be Ohtani, but yeah, it's. I want to wake up in the morning and I want to see that notification that Ohtani is a Blue Jay, and you'll probably find out before us because of the time difference. So who knows?
Yeah, that's always a big challenge to watch these live streams as well and watch the games. Like I got like at the last third of the season, I got the MLB TV subscription thingy.
Yep.
And I stayed up to I watched I unfortunately choose to watch the whole Texas series. And went to bed at 5 a.m. each time, extremely disappointed. So it was definitely not worth staying up that late for those games. But yeah, I saw some great games too.
Shout out to you,
diehard fan
from Germany.
Diehard fan, that's for sure.
That's a huge shout.
Do you have any questions for us, Niels?
I don't know. I just came up with the first thing that the first thing I come up with is how do you think the the Blue Jays, like as an organization and as a franchise, change if they sign Ohtani, because if they're gonna sign him, it's gonna be for like 10 plus years.
Yep.
And I'm not like I followed like soccer or football from like a very young age, and there it's not usual to get like these long of signings. So I just don't know how to feel about signing a player for 10 years and how that's going to change like a franchise's history, you know?
I think, and Peter, I'll throw it over to you in a second. I think if we do sign Ohtani, he'll have opt-outs potentially after his second year. So if the Jays get Ohtani, I think it completely changes everything for the Toronto Blue Jays. As a franchise, as their marketing goes, as their money goes, as the team World Series favorites, as attendance goes, every game in theory will be sold out. You have millions of fans from Japan. It changes literally everything. It will change everything as a fan. It'll change everything for us covering the team. Like, this is bigger than baseball once you get Ohtani, which is why this is the biggest sports decision in history. In my lifetime, at least. I'm not going to say history because I know some people, but in my lifetime, I think it changes literally everything beyond even baseball. Peter, I don't know what your thoughts are.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, this does change everything. And in 10 years is probably a lot. 12, it might even be 12 years. Yeah. And I think he just wants that security. But you're not paying him for the last 5 years of the contract. You're probably paying him for the first.
Don't make that back in the first 5 years anyway.
Yeah, and for the first 7 years of that contract, you're getting arguably a top 3 hitter in the game, and when he's healthy and when he's able to pitch, probably a top 5 to 10 pitcher in the game. So that is invaluable right there, and you're going to make that money back in jersey sales, in advertisement revenue from Japan. I mean, his face is on billboards everywhere. Wherever you go in Japan. So he's a mega star. He's a worldwide superstar, and not only would he change what happens with the Jays on the field, he would be just everything they could hope for and more when it comes to marketing and all that business off the field.
Yeah, I think it's just a level of a star like you can't even imagine. I think it's just so insane to me how big of a star he is, you know?
No comparison. There's literally no, at least in the baseball universe.
Not just, yeah, exactly. Not only in like baseball, but like everywhere. Worldwide and in Japan and whatnot.
Yeah, I agree with you. Thank you so much for the call from Germany. Shout out to you, and hopefully, if we get Ohtani, you can tune back in for another call-in.
Oh, I definitely will.
Thank you, Niels.
Take care, guys.
You too.
Take care.
Electric stuff. Yeah. We've got Peter calls you. Shout out Nicole. Yeah, I think you can still call in even if you're in the States, though I don't know exactly how that works.
You want to go until 6 o'clock, Nick?
Yeah, 6 o'clock. I got basketball, so we'll go till 6, and then we'll try to go live again. Peter, let's also realize that there's a good chance we won't be live again until the Ohtani news happens, assuming it happens over the next couple days. So we'll cherish this moment. Yeah. If Ohtani does sign to the Blue Jays, you will see stuff happen. We'll go live as soon as we can. We'll be posting a million videos about it. So, Peter, I think we also go live if he doesn't sign to the Jays, just to wrap it up in general. But I don't know, Peter. This is wild. I think he signs. Let's quickly, Peter, before we get into the next caller, give me your prediction date, and everyone in the chat as well. Give me the date you think he signs based off of a couple of these screenshots, a couple of these articles. Let me hear your prediction, Peter, because I have my prediction. The day he signs, the day we get that tweet from Jeff Passan that says breaking, Shohei Ohtani is signed with the Los Angeles Dodgers or Blue Jays for $550. Give me your date.
I'm thinking Wednesday, December 6th.
Okay. I was gonna. Okay, I'm gonna
signing. Okay. He's signing a 12-year deal with the Toronto Blue Jays worth $648 million.
Everyone give your predictions.
Don't know how the math works out on that. Don't know how the math works out on that. It's a lot of money.
Here's mine.
A lot of money, but there you go. What is it, Nick? Let's hear it.
December 4th, Monday. I would say, I think it's Monday. Wednesday's probably more realistic, but I'm going to go Monday. I think it's going to be 10 years, $600 million. Okay, 10 years, 600, so a lot, 60 AV. With an opt-out, tons of opt-outs, with the first opt-out being after the second year. I'm going to predict even further. He opts out after the second year because he's pitching in that second year, and then he gets another mega deal. And we're doing this all again 2 years from now on Jay's Digest channel. The team I predict he's going to go to is the Los Angeles Dodgers. The team I want him to go to is the Blue Jays. is the Blue Jays.
Boo!
I got
don't
to.
hear that
I have to.
garbage,
I have to. But I think in
wanna
Monday. Smooth. I don't think he's going to sign tomorrow because we know that he's meeting with the 3 teams over the next couple of days. So my prediction is that by the end of Sunday, Tuesday might be more realistic.
Man, SC is not a fan of what I'm cooking over here.
Can Rogers offer a hefty
just
promo
been-
deal that won't be counted in salary cap? I think Rogers can give him tons of stuff. 12 years, $650.
a promo deal. What to give him free internet? I think he can afford internet, man. Sorry.
I think he might.
Christ.
I think he might mean like with the team, like a promo, stake in Rogers. He could, endorsement deal for Rogers. Exactly.
They can't do that. They can't do that.
I don't think you're allowed to, but I think you can.
That's probably against.
You can endorse
CBA.
them though. You can do endorse. There's ways people work around it. Why would you want an opt out after 2 years? SC, because Shohei wants it, and any team is going to do what they can to give Shohei. It's been reported several times. Shohei's going to want an opt out.
The Dodgers are going to do it.
It's possible.
I don't know if the Dodgers would do it,
but
I know that
it's going to happen.
Would
it's going to happen? I'm worried for you. He's 100% going to get an opt out, not because let's make this clear, not because the Blue Jays want an opt out whatsoever. It's a player opt out. Let's make that clear. It's a player opt out for Shohei, so he can make his $90 million in 2 years and then do this all over again and get another 10 years. That's what the thing is here. But I mean,
yeah, but he's gonna be what is he gonna be? 31.
Yeah, and if it doesn't go well, what does he do? If he doesn't think he's gonna make more money, he just opts in. He just opts in and makes the rest of his money. There's no harm for him to. It's like a player option in basketball. But do we have another caller here? We got another around 10, 15 minutes before we wrap up.
Let's go to Ben.
Exactly,
Let's go
Shane.
to Ben here.
Trillion commercials. Trillion. Shout out to 250 of you in here. Hit the subscribe button. On the road to 11,000. Let's get 11,000 by Christmas. Is that crazy? It might be crazy.
It's not crazy. It's doable.
12,500 by Christmas. That's the goal. Let's make it happen. 12,500 by Christmas. Can we do it?
Hello?
Ben, how you doing, man?
Good. How are you guys doing? I've been watching for a while and excited to finally talk to you. I just wanted to say, my fault. I just wanted to say, I think a Soto trade is imminent, but I think that regardless of if we get, regarding on Shohei, if we don't get Shohei, I think Soto is very expendable with that money now because Atkins doesn't want to lose his job, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of drew up a trade for Soto. I'm just wondering your guys' thoughts. I'm thinking move Kirk, Orelvis, Martinez, and Zulueta. My reasoning is Kirk has years and he's cheap, which Dodgers are looking for. Plus he's a catcher. They just lost Gary. Martinez, worlds of potential, and Zulueta would go into that rotation instantly. So just wondering your guys' opinion on that.
That's a very interesting package. I think so. What from reports are saying, and it's funny you mentioned this. There was a report just then saying that the Padres were asking a king's ransom plus money for Juan Soto and Trent Grisham. So it's looking like this, and this is where it's coming from. Any deal, according to, because Shadavidi said this as well an hour ago. Peter, I'm curious to hear your thoughts on this. Any deal regarding Juan Soto, as of right now, is going to include Ricky Tiedemann, is what everything is saying. So I like your package. Kirk is very interesting. The question is, who would our backup catcher be? We would have to figure that out in an alternative way. We lost Heineman today, for what it's worth. So it would just
he'll come back. He'll come back. He always does.
He got claimed by the Mets.
Yeah, he'll come back.
We'll find a
He'll
way.
find
We'll
a way.
find a way.
It.
I like the deal. I don't think it would be enough, though. I don't think it would be enough.
Yeah, I mean, if you throw in Tiedemann, I feel like you can't do Martinez and Zulueta.
I agree.
But also, if you're adding, in that regard, if you're adding, because we need a left fielder, right? And a lot of Jays fans aren't going to like this name. Anthony Alford had a great season in the KBO. I think he would be a perfect fit because defense outfielder, got good power. But then there's also
Soler. Give me Soler.
Soler, excuse me, yeah. And then if you do want to throw in Tiedemann, then you can do what's his name? Grisham, yeah.
Yeah, so that's
then
what it's looking like. They want to package Soto and Grisham. Now that would make sense. And Peter, I want to ask you, and you can stay on the line for a second as well. Get your opinion on this. Peter, there's a sentiment now saying that if the Jays get Ohtani, and at least they have an agreement, then the Jays wouldn't hesitate giving up Tiedemann for Soto. What are your thoughts on that, Peter? That's an interesting one.
Yeah, I mean, if they're looking to do that, if they're looking to go all in, then
Screw
yeah,
it.
do it. Because I don't think Ricky Tiedemann is going to make that big of an impact in the next 2 years, and that's how much time the Blue Jays would have to win a championship here with Juan Soto and Shohei Ohtani. So, look, I would go all in at that point, but I also think Alek Manoah might have to be in the package as well for Juan Soto and Trent Grisham, because as much as the Padres are trying to kind of manage their payroll and kind of spend a little bit less money, they're going to want major league talent as well. And Alek Manoah, in that ballpark, I think could succeed a lot, playing in a big ballpark at Petco, and I think he's got some success in him left. So I think they would want Alek Manoah as well. It would be a hefty package, but if Shohei wants Juan Soto paired alongside him in the lineup, and you got to get it done. If that's the selling point, if that's what it takes to get him here, then I think you got to go all in.
Yeah. And thank you for the call.
Yeah.
And it was a very, very good question.
Yeah, no
well.
worries.
Mo is in the building as well. But go ahead. Do you have any final thoughts?
Yeah, I think if we added Manoah to that package,
good point,
and we did Tiedemann, Kirk, Manoah, right?
I don't think you have to go Kirk. Hopefully not, at least. But yeah,
because they really need catching, right?
Know,
Losing Gary is a big
so
hit.
do the Blue Jays. If you trade Kirk, you're relying on Danny Jansen to stay healthy.
But don't we want to extend Jansen, right? And Kirk's RB years are coming up. That's money off the books right there. But I think you could throw in Alex Avila, give up Alex Avila to the Blue Jays. Apologies, and you could great bullpen arm last season, can eat some innings. He's projected in their rotation this year, so. I think it's an exciting package both ways, and I think could benefit both teams. But thank you for having me.
Good talk.
Thanks,
thank you
man.
for the
appreciate it.
Shout out everyone in here. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Peter, there's a lot of people in here right now. 265. Mo just entered. Mo said when work gets in the way. Mo, I'm glad you were able to make it for some. We'll be live for another 10 or 15, and then we'll wrap it up again. I'll extend it a little bit, Mo, since you missed it a little bit. But I do have basketball in a bit. Peter. It also just got reported that the Padres, are looking for as many as 6 prospects and money
for 1 year
for Soto and Grisham.
Ridiculous.
So, I mean, no wonder talks have stalled. And if you're the Yankees, you're not giving up everyone. You would be
probably
Clark,
Volpe
Schmidt,
and,
Volpe, Dominguez, apparently. I don't think they're going to.
Yeah.
I mean, Pereza, Walls, all these guys. This is wild. Soto, we're talking about Juan Soto. Give me Juan Soto. It would scare me, though. I love Tiedemann. Now, Peter, let me ask you this.
I'm sure they'll budge on that asking price, though.
Oh, 100%. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Imagine a world they trade Tiedemann for Soto, along with a couple other guys, sure. You get Soto. You get Ohtani, let's just say. Even if you don't get Ohtani, let's put Ohtani aside just for a second. You replace the Tiedemann, quote, upcoming pitcher with Yamamoto. And that's why they feel comfortable doing that. So then you have Yamamoto and Soto rather than Ohtani in that case. So that was another interesting thing, too. I'm losing my mind going over all these.
Look, man, I mean, you just got to get one of the big fish.
One of them.
Doesn't matter how you get them. You got to get one of them.
I want to ask you this, actually. What are the big fish?
It's Soto, Ohtani, Yamamoto.
Belly? On a lower tier?
Yeah, I'd say like 1B.
I wouldn't be nearly as excited about Bellinger compared to any of the other 3 you just mentioned.
No, but it does make the team
better.
It does make the team better because he's a much better hitter than what Kevin Kiermaier offered. Even though he had a great year, I think it's an upgrade over Kevin Kiermaier. So, yeah, I think Belly's in there. Maybe Pete Alonso because the Mets are looking to make some trades over there as well.
Shane saying
Mike Trout.
Yeah, Mike Trout's another one.
Trout in there.
He'd be in there. Manoah,
literally a big fish.
Manoah, Tiedemann, Arelvis, Zueleta, Berger, and a lotto ticket. Jeez, that would be a ton. I mean, I think if you're the Jays, as of at least right now, if you're not getting Ohtani, you tell them take anyone you want, including Manoah, besides Soto or besides Tiedemann. From the farm and just do it that way. But it's 1 year. And I guess you could re-sign him, but he wants to test free agency. I don't know, Peter. I'm scared.
It's a lot. It's a big price to pay. That's for sure.
Anyone else text?
Yeah, but I just want to make sure, see if Mo wants to get in.
Yeah, Mo, let us know if you want to get in. Also, shout out again. The stream is sponsored by rentals.ca. Check them out. Helps us out a ton. That's rentals.ca. You guys, if you're watching a while, you know they've been supporting us. So Stream is sponsored by Rentals, and maybe they'll sponsor the one if Ohtani ends up being a Blue Jay. But shout out to them, and I'll read chat for a bit. I also prefer Bellinger over Soto. Definitely possible. San Diego will be stuck with Soto if they want 6 prospects for him. 4 will be pushing it. Yeah, I mean, it's 1 year.
I mean, they give up, 4 prospects to get Juan Soto?
Good ones, too.
Now, yeah, but now they're asking for 6 good ones and 2 years less of control. It doesn't make sense to me. Doesn't make sense.
We have a Yankees Twitter guy saying the Blue Jays are definitely getting one of Ohtani or Soto OMG based off of this is wild. So Ken Rosenthal call at the end if there's time. Let's have others get a go. Sure, Mo. We have about 10 or 15 minutes left on the stream before we wrap up because I do have basketball. But I'll extend it for a little bit. I can extend it for a little bit.
Okay, let's go to Shane and then we'll go to Mo and then we'll wrap it up. Sorry, Ryan. I just wanted to get to the new people today. We'll give you a chance next time. Ryan's gone to call in every single stream as well, but
we might have time. We might have time, unless you have to go.
We gotta get to Shane.
Yeah,
here.
we'll definitely get Shane.
So, yeah.
So we're gonna do a fifth. Okay, that's wild. Yeah, the Jays are getting involved here. Very, very, very involved. Electric stuff. Hit the like button. We're 12,500 by Christmas. Do you think we can do it? Let me know in the chat. Do you think? Peter? I think we can.
We've hit every benchmark that we wanted to.
Howdy, boys.
What's up, Shane?
What's up, Shane? How we doing?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. Thanks for calling me again. I love calling in, but like I was texting you earlier, let's make sure we get all the new people on every day. And Mo just did the same thing. He's saying, no, let some other people get on. You guys are almost finished now, so yeah, we get to call in last. That's cool and all. But I really want to get some of these other people in the chat calling in. Let's get people active. That's the way it's going to get your channel growing.
Love it.
We got everyone. We got all the newbies in there. So
thanks to you.
we got to you. We got to you last. Thank you for giving them that opportunity. Really appreciate it, Shane. Valued member of this community, and want to make sure to get to you each and every time. You got some great insight.
What's the question today,
Shane?
Shane?
We can do for all the good content you guys give. Well, let's continue on this trade package deal, because I also do not really want to trade Tiedemann. I don't really know how you're supposed to pronounce it. If one of you two knows what it is. Tiedemann. Okay, I really don't want to trade Tiedemann, but if we're gonna go for Soto, if we're gonna get Ohtani, if we're gonna do all these huge moves, like Peter was saying, he's not really going to contribute much in the next 2 years. So let's use him to guarantee getting a superstar like Soto in. And then look, they said they had the unicorn budget, right? So if we're going to sign Ohtani to $600 million, what's another $250 for Yamamoto to replace Tiedemann, right?
Yeah.
It's not our money, so it's easier said than done. But yeah, I agree with you. If they're going to get one, I think Ohtani is enough to put them over the top. But I don't think they'll be satisfied with that. I don't think they'll stop there. So they're going to just keep adding pieces, whether it's relievers, starters, and people are going to want to come play in Toronto just because of the outlook of that roster. So yeah, might as well go all in. Might as well capitalize on these next 2 years. And then if the rebuild sucks after a couple of World Series championships, I don't think anyone's complaining because we got to see some titles.
Yeah, that's right. If we get to that, banners fly forever, right? So I'm old enough. I remember the 92, 93 runs.
You're lucky.
I'm grateful for having been able to watch those. I don't know if I'll ever get to see my Leafs win a championship in my lifetime. I'm not that quite old to
I don't think
be there
so,
at 57, but no, not quite that old. I got to see the Raptors, but it would be still amazing to watch my team. Doesn't matter what team it is, even the Argos, right? Like, it's just so nice to watch them go on runs and be a part of it and have some jerseys to remember and all these memories. But yeah, I'll hang up because I just wanted to talk about the Tiedemann getting included and all that stuff, and we'll get Mo on so you guys can go to your basketball game.
Thank you, Shane.
Thanks, Shane.
Appreciate it. Peter, again. Mo said to get Ryan in. So we're getting Ryan in next, and then Mo, I'm good. I got my basketball stuff ready. We'll get you in after Ryan. I can extend it for an extra few minutes there. No rush. Game's in an hour, but we'll get Ryan, Mo, wrap it up, and we'll be back very, very soon for another stream in the coming few days. But Josh Donaldson equals Dave Winfield. Hit the subscribe button. 12,500 by Christmas, Peter. I just locked it in for everyone in chat. Do we think we can do it? I don't know. They always crush our goals. They always do.
Totally doable.
They always do.
Totally doable. We didn't think we can get the 10K by the end of November, and we did. So
sounds good, Mo. Next time works. It's happening. Let's get Ryan in. Oh, it's Colin. Oh, ringing. Jung Ho Lee. We're going to be discussing him at some point. He's a guy we haven't really talked about much, but I know a lot of you guys wanted to. What's up, Ryan?
What's up, Ryan?
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good, man. How are you doing?
Doing good.
Oh, I'm good. Okay, so my question. Okay, so I have 2 questions. Okay, so my first question. I know it's a huge time away, but let's say the deadline happens next year. Who would you personally want to acquire? If it's anyone in the MLB. Even though it's a long time away, but I might as well ask.
I'll give you one. Juan Soto.
Okay.
Soto.
Okay.
Because he will be on an expiring deal, so I'm gonna just go with Juan Soto. I mean, it depends a lot on what happens with our team. Obviously, are you just saying based on no contract, it doesn't matter?
Just in general, I don't know. I know Dylan Cease is available right now and stuff. I know we're not gonna get him, but just guys like that, I guess. But yeah.
What's yours, Peter?
It's hard to say. I guess it depends how the team is doing. Also at the deadline, how aggressive they were in this offseason, how many ads they made, what the team looks like. We don't know who's going to be starting on opening day at a lot of different positions. There's a lot of uncertainties. So I guess I have to wait and see. We got to focus on this offseason first before we skip ahead.
Give me Ohtani.
To the deadline. Give me Ohtani right now, and then everything else will fall into place. I guess that's my answer.
Yeah. All right.
Cool. Is that it? You had another question?
Any other questions? Any other questions?
Oh yeah, okay. I have one other question, then I'll go. But so let's say we get Soto and Ohtani, right? And then you go obviously 2024, and then I know Soto is a free agent after this season. So what do you do? Do you prioritize Soto, or do you prioritize Bo and Vlad, or what's the plan after that? Because you got to think about these guys' futures too. I know Ohtani will be signed long term, but Vlad and Bo are coming up, and then Soto would be coming up. So what's the plan with that? Do you go for Soto, or do you go for Bo, or do you go for Vlad?
That's a good question. Man, I think
I can go first.
Yeah,
go first here. Okay. I think. Honestly, you just focus on the 2 years or the 1 year that you have with that group together, because it could be a long time before they're ready to be competitive again. And I think Ohtani's deal is going to have that opt out. I really do.
2 years in, yep.
I can't see him just committing to a team that he's unfamiliar with for 10 to 12 years. So I think he's going to be awarded the option to leave after 2 seasons. So I think you maybe re-sign 2 of the 3 if you have Bo, Vladdy, and Soto on your roster at the same time. But you really got to wait and see how successful you were in those 2 years, in that 2-year window that you had. So
I agree.
These are tough questions. It's hard to say, really hard to say.
All right, boys. Have a great day. God bless. Have a good night.
Thanks, Ryan. Take it easy.
Thanks, Ryan.
Take it easy. Yeah, that's a good question. I think a lot of it depends on how Vladdy and Bo do. Maybe they'll pick one or the other. But I mean, I think the most likely case scenario is they re-sign both Vladdy and Bo, unless they get Soto, and then at that point, if we win a championship, then none of it matters nearly as much. And then who knows? Right. That's a loaded question. But Peter, we can if there's no more calls, answer questions for a couple minutes and wrap it up here. As I hope some news drops soon, man. I hope some news. This has been another electric stream, you guys. Your turnouts have been crazy. Over 200 people in here is incredible. Mo, I'm so happy you were glad to tune in. We shouted you out in today's video as well, so huge shout out to you for tuning in. And we'll be going live again soon. Any final questions in the chat for me and Peter? The last couple minutes here before we wrap up, and we'll be back for you guys sometime early. Me and Peter are both on school on Monday, so we'll get a stream going early next week. Depending, that could always change. If something happens, we'll be right on it as well with the video and a live stream. But especially if it's Ohtani. But Peter, we'll answer a couple questions and wrap it up here.
Exciting. It's just exciting, Nick. I mean, they're right there. They're right there in the mix for all of these big names that we've been talking about, and they have to be, because no one's satisfied with the way last season played out. I don't think the front office was satisfied. The players weren't satisfied. You see a lot of them are already in the gym. They're already working out, and that's how it should be. They got to be ready coming into next season, because there was so much emphasis on the little things, on doing all those minute details right, and they weren't done right all season long. So now the Jays are really starting to focus on those things. They're in the mix for all these big time players, and I think it's one of them is going to sign here. One of them is going to sign here, and we'll go from there. But it's exciting. The Jays have put themselves in this conversation to be amongst the big time spenders in Major League Baseball, and they're going to make good use of that. So stay tuned. I think some news is coming soon for the Toronto Blue Jays. Don't know what it's going to be, but we're going to have you covered every step of the way, and cannot wait for something to happen here.
Yeah, and everyone's just hoping Shohei goes to. Someone asked quickly about Bellinger, Votto. I'd rather Bellinger, obviously. Honestly, at this point, like, I'm not really thinking too hard about the Bellinger situation. As soon as Ohtani signs with one team, we'll flip and we'll start analyzing all the other possible options to make this team better. But for the moment, we're going to keep making videos and keep dreaming about Shohei and continue to pray, Peter, and pray. And hopefully we'll look back at both of these streams from today and yesterday, electric streams, and be like, wow, we actually got him. This was us before we got him. But that'll wrap it up, everyone. Every single person who tuned in, over 150 of you now, 190. Shout out to you guys. Your support has been unbelievable. Shout out to the $10 donation by the guy. I forget his name. What was it? Nick. I was going to say Noah, but it was Nick. Nick Kersey, something like that. I always mess up your name. But shout out to you. You've been a long-time viewer. So huge shout out to that. Shout out to everyone who's called in, and we're going to we'll be back on your screen very, very soon for a video tomorrow. And Peter, next time we're on live stream, there is a very, very good chance that this chat is going to be happy because we got Ohtani, or Megs we didn't. But yeah, that'll wrap it up. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you. Let's get it. Thank you, Mo,
and
again.
Thank you to Mo
Huge
again
shout out, Mo.
for your
for
generosity. Thank you for everything. And thanks to each and every one of you in here, and we'll see you guys soon.
Let's all have a great weekend. Try not to think about Ohtani too much, and just wait for that notification. Take it easy, and we'll hopefully be some of the first to see you if it happens.